All right, welcome back in the zone. Kevin McCarthy with us today. I won't do the, because you'll break my hand.
We can try, but not like, we'll just do it like, there it is. Okay, all right, we got it. I mean, Joe and I
a little pop, we got some thumbs up.
Yeah, we're trying, we're working on it. There was a little sound on that one.
I gotta eat more spinach.
I know, Popeye.
Yeah. Get more on the bicep. All right, Kevin, so this is a little bit different for you because it's not so much a, what would you call a film in a fancy term?
Like a movie or a film?
Picture.
A motion picture, yeah.
Yes.
So, but this is a motion picture event. This is a big deal.
It is
really
very big deal, especially for the Swifties. And listen, it was no feat. The tour that Taylor Swift went on, it was a feat. It was incredible. And she was able to pare down almost a 4-hour show into under 3 hours, put it on the big screen. And the premiere just happened. Beyonce was there celebrating her, which is huge because we know that there wasn't like a pitting against like who sold more on the tour. But you know, the two camps really on the stronghold. There she is on her red carpet. She negotiated directly with the theater. Yeah, this is a really interesting story. So, first of all, this movie's about to have a record-breaking weekend. The question is whether or not it's going to be the biggest opening of 2023. Right now, Barbie has that with 162 million. You think she could beat Barbie? I think so. And right now, as we're talking, the movie is actually out. So originally, the movie was supposed to open on Friday, October 13th, which is tomorrow. We know the number 13 means a lot to Taylor Swift. But because of the demand for this film, and they apparently already have over $100 million in pre-sales, according to Variety, going into the weekend, she decided to put it out one day early. The movie is now out and playing. And I want to bring Haley in because Haley is one of the biggest Taylor Swift fans I've ever met. And I am somebody who really wanted to go to this show. Haley did go to the show. And the difference about what's interesting to me is that this particular movie is going to be a front row seat. Now, Haley, you had really good seats at the show you went to, but even this experience will be different from what you saw. And I do want to mention, you bring up an interesting point about runtime. The show you saw, Haley, was about over 3 hours. This movie's 2 hours and 48 minutes. Yeah, we talked about it earlier. I think she cut 6 songs. You were the one that told me that. So I think it probably makes sense to try and fit the movie into a typical theater runtime. I feel like if you're trying to take up 3.5 hours, that's tough for theaters, right? If they're going to use it the same theater for another movie or something like that. So I kind of understand it. It was kind of interesting to see which ones did not make the cut. I think it was some of the songs that were not played at every show. Right. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm not going opening weekend, though. And what Haley's referring to, so every different city or show she would do, Taylor would play a special surprise song or songs. And I think the particular show that's going to be part of this movie is the L.A. part of the show. And so what's interesting about this, and you mentioned Beyonce. So Beyonce was at the premiere last night, which was obviously a big deal. Taylor posted to her Instagram this amazing little short video of Beyonce throwing popcorn when they're in the front row together. Really cool moment. But what I loved about this post, outside of the idea of Beyonce being there, was just these two massive artists coming together. And the cool thing about it, as you mentioned about them being pit together in terms of their sales, you know, Beyonce has her movie coming out on December 1st. Taylor has her movie this weekend, obviously, but they're both supporting each other. And it was a big deal this summer to have both of these tours happening, Renaissance and the Eras Tour. And it really, to me, as a film person, as a movie theater advocate, somebody who loves the theatrical experience, I really appreciate Taylor Swift and Beyonce for bringing these to theaters, because this is not only going to be a big deal from a box office, but it's going to drive people back into movie theaters. And from what I understand, they want this experience to feel like you're at the concert. And well, that's the thing. This is not a documentary. This is her concert essentially brought to the big screen. Miss Americana, which is on Netflix, had more of that documentary element where you got to go behind the scenes with Taylor Swift. And I imagine from what I saw from the teaser from Beyonce, her movie has a little bit more of a behind the scenes feel as well. It's not so much what Taylor did, which is 2 hours and 48 minutes of concert. But played in a huge screen. And I imagine in hopefully some IMAX theaters, it's going to be incredible to watch. And I'm seeing it in IMAX tomorrow night. So what's really interesting, I'm glad you brought up the Beyonce thing and the Taylor Swift and the difference between these two. Beyonce's apparently is going to have, as you mentioned, like footage backstage, getting ready with her daughter type of thing, because Blue Ivy was on stage. And so with Taylor, it sounds like it's more just a concert film. Though I am curious, and Haley, you went to the show. There was a big moment that was all over TikTok when Taylor would dive into the stage, right? And I'm hoping, and I haven't seen the movie yet, that they somehow put
a GoPro or something on her while she's taking that dive so we can get inside that moment. One thing I do want to mention, one of the things that I keep thinking about when I think about this movie is the Hamilton film when that came out on Disney+. The reason why I mention that is because you as an audience member, when you sit down for a Broadway show or a concert, like when Haley went to see Taylor Swift, you were the editor, right? So like you decide, I'm gonna look at Taylor now, I'm gonna look at the screen now, I'm gonna look at the crowd now, I'm gonna look at my friends now. A movie tells you where to look.
Yeah.
So this movie's actually gonna be an experience that kind of brings you into the moment from an immersive, so like as Haley knows, when you watch the show, there was moments where Taylor's at the piano. You're going to be literally right there at the piano with her while she's talking to the audience. So I think this is one of the coolest concepts. These tickets were impossible to get. Haley had to go to, what, Nashville, I think, to see the show. So
and everyone was here when I was trying to get the tickets. Everyone saw the trouble that I went to get them, but it all worked out for me. I know not everyone was so lucky, so I'm glad that the movie's coming out because of that. I think everyone...
And she's extending her tour. She's going back on tour next year, which I'm trying to get tickets to, and it's wholly impossible at this point.
This is basically, the way I would equate this, and I haven't seen it yet, but from what I understand and what the trailers look like, it's basically you're paying $20 for a front row ticket to Taylor Swift.
I think it's going to be pretty incredible.
And she was in the theater last night watching the movie with people dancing and singing to her own music. It was really cool to see, and only Taylor Swift can pull that off without coming across as like, I'm all about myself.
What do we know about her brokering the deal straight with the movie theater, not using the traditional route of having an intermediary?
Right, so this didn't go through the studio system. This is all done through Taylor Swift, even like her music. It's all Taylor Swift productions. So basically what happens here, she goes to like a theater chain like an AMC or a Cinemark. She works out a deal. I read a number the other day that she's and her camp are going to get like 60% or so of the box office. Very smart.
But I know a lot of people in Hollywood didn't like that. We'll talk about that more.
You know what? Good for her.
Yeah, no, she's breaking
It's a changing industry.
Absolutely. She's doing it her way, and we appreciate that.